Okay. So there are two phases of the Banshee. One phase is what you're seeing right now, and the Banshee cannot grab you. When she's in this phase, she is not charging. Instead, what she'll be doing is throwing warp balls, and she does not have a blue aura around her. Now she has the blue aura around her, and as she's charging, like this, she can grab you. So in order to stop her from charging and kind of put her in one place, all you have to do is take out her barrier initially. Do enough damage to her, like so, and she'll start throwing warp balls. When she throws her first warp ball, the aura around her will be gone, and you can continue to kind of just dance around her. It pretty much neutralizes her, and when you're playing like this, what it can be helpful for is, let's say you're using like a Huntress or something like that, or something like a Fury, or anything that gives you damage over time. If you hit her with enough damage from far away, she will stop in her tracks and not charge you. The purpose of doing this is to control how the game is played. So if a Banshee is not charging you, it's not forcing you to react to her rushing you, and won't make you, back up into a corner. It just gives you more leeway as far as controlling the area around you. So that way, if you stop a Banshee, you can go focus on brutes, you can go focus on marauders and other enemies while she's kind of just standing around. Another aspect of the Banshee is that when she is in her mode, as you'll see, when she stops again and shoots her first warp ball, which is shoots it. Oh, she's almost dead. Okay, so if you see her here, when she's standing still, she is invulnerable to powers. So if you see me doing throws, you'll see the blue aura around her. That means she's blocking powers. This is the time not to use powers, because you will prevent any sort of damage over time, and she'll just end up blocking it. Whether it's grenades, powers, or melee, she will block it, so long as she's in the second phase, which is when she is standing still. Right now, you can hit her with powers, you can hit her with Dark Channel, you can do anything you want to her. But when she is standing still, stop using powers on her, and just use your weapons in order to take her down. Otherwise, you're going to slow down the killing process of the Banshee. I think that pretty much covers everything about the Banshee. Do you guys have anything else to add?
You want to talk about sort of throwing a grenade away from her and then aiming towards her?
Oh, right. So, as I mentioned with the powers and her blocking her, if you do want to throw a grenade and hit her, so long as you don't target her, she won't put up the barrier that blocks the grenade power. One last thing is, when it comes to adepts and barriers, anytime you're using an adept that can prime, which means, set up for a biotic explosion, it is better to not set off the biotic explosion and have an automatic gun like, the Hurricane or the Phase Pin if you don't have a very good weapon, or the Harrier, and just hit her with Dark Channel, as so, or something that primes, and then just use your gun to get rid of her barrier. This makes warp ammo and a priming biotic power more useful than armor piercing, because you will be able to use mods that don't require armor piercing, that'll increase your power damage, and the warp will act as a armor debuffer and do more damage overall. I think that's most of the information that I can give on Banshees and warp rounds and biotics. So I think we should be good with this.